Hi friends, I'm here with some exciting news. It's time for Long Branch Elementary's annual science fair! Yay! Last year we had to do it online, but this year we get to do it in person in the school building. To enter the science fair, here is what you need to do. 1. Talk to a grown-up at home and make sure it's okay with them that you join the science fair. 2. Fill out one of these forms that will be passed out by your teachers this week to enter the science fair. Number 3. Bring your science fair form back to school before February 2nd to make sure you get your spot in the science fair. Number 4. Experiment! An experiment is a test that you create to learn about something. Number 5. Make a presentation about your experiment and tell us what you did and what you learned. Number 6. Bring your project and a grown-up to school to the science fair on Tuesday night, March 8th after school. The hardest part about joining the science fair is trying to decide what you want to make your project about. Think about some I wonder questions. What are some things you're curious about? Start by asking yourself a question that tries to solve a problem. If you need some help with ideas, there are lots of science books in our school library in the 500 section. Miss Thomas would be happy to show you where they are. Science is my favorite subject. I have an experiment right here that I want to perform with you guys. I'm going to perform the milk magic experiment. I want to see what happens when we add some food coloring to some different kinds of milk. Here are the materials that I will be using. I need 3 small dishes, food coloring, 3 different types of milk. In my experiment, I'm going to be using 1% milk, chocolate milk, and almond milk. I'll also need some dish soap and some cotton swabs. Now, let's set up my experiment. I put down a tablecloth and put on an old shirt that I don't care about getting dirty. Food coloring can permanently stain lots of things it touches, so I want to make sure everything I wear and everything my experiment touches stays clean. Now here are my bowls. I'm going to make bowl number 1, 1% milk. That makes sense, right? Bowl number 1, 1% milk. Just enough so it covers the bottom. Okay, I'm going to make bowl number 2 here. I'm going to make that chocolate milk. So same, we just need enough just to cover the bottom of the bowl. And number 3, I have almond milk. I brought it from home, so it's in my cup of my coffee mug. Okay, so I have all of my milk poured. Now let's make some observations. Do we notice anything different about these 3 different types of milk? What about the color? I would say they all have a little bit of a different color. Number 1 is pretty white. Number 2 is obviously brown because it has chocolate in it. And number 3, it's not quite white. It's kind of between the regular milk and the chocolate milk. They're a little bit the same. Now let's see if there's anything else different about our types of milk. I'm going to swirl them around in the bowl just a little bit to see if we can tell anything else about them. 1% looks pretty good. Chocolate milk, ooh, these 2 move differently. I wonder if that means anything. And the almond milk, let's see. Looks like the chocolate milk is the thickest and the 1% milk is the thinnest, with our almond milk in the middle. Now here comes the fun part. Let's add our food coloring. You can use as much or as little food coloring as you want. Just make sure you leave some of the color of the milk showing. Cool. Let's make some observations. It looks like the colors in the 1% milk are a lot bigger than the colors in the almond milk. It looks like the chocolate milk, the colors are kind of a medium size. So we'll say number 2 has the medium sized milk droplets and number 1 has the biggest, number 3 has the smallest. But now I'm going to add some magic. I wonder what would happen if I took a little dish soap and added it to the food coloring in the dishes. Let's find out. Got my dish soap right here, and I've got my Q-tips right here. We're just gonna add the teeniest, tiniest little ittiest bit of soap. Not very much on there at all, if you guys can see that. And we're going to go ahead and add it to our solution and see what happens. Whoa! Did you guys see that? That was so cool! I can't wait to see what happens in number 2. Let's look. Oh. Not much of anything. Let me add a little more dish soap. Oh. Not much happened, huh? Let's try the almond milk. See what happens there. Ooh, okay. We got a little bit of something. Let's get another cotton swab here. Just a touch of the dish soap. Oh, so if we put it in the middle, wow, there it goes. Look at that. If we put the dish soap near the colors, it makes them go crazy. But if we put it far away from the colors, it doesn't do too much. Let's check the chocolate milk. Kind of the same. But we definitely had the best results over here with the 1% milk. Look at that. It looks like fireworks. That is so cool. I wonder why that happens. Let's look at all 3 here. Which milk worked the best? Milk number 1, right? Now, why do you guys think that happened? Do you think it had anything to do with what we observed before we added the food coloring? Maybe it has something to do with the ingredients of the milk too. Each of the milks has different consistencies of fats and sugars. You can do the research on your own and find out the answer. Look for your teacher to hand out the science fair sign-up sheets this week. Make sure you remember to turn them in to your teacher no later than Wednesday, February 2nd. Then go experiment for yourselves. Put your project together, work with an adult, and make sure your science fair project is done by March 8th. Thanks for joining me, friends. I hope you explore into science and hope to see you at the science fair.